Okay, so moving on to part 2 of Sprout and Sapling Creative Thinking Project. Now, this is just a continuation to the next page of the same class that we were in the last video. So this next part is called Media Artwork. So with that, we'll go on to the next page. Now, to give you a little background information about why we cover this page. Throughout the term, students will do various types of media artwork. So for example, this one is a news report. Other times they will do a home shopping show, TV commercial, music video, or maybe a Hollywood movie, but there are various kinds. But regardless, they don't always understand what it is, or they will not understand all the components that make up this media artwork. So instead of holding a long conversation about what it is, a more efficient way would be to show them an example. Now, a quick rule of thumb. If the video is 2 minutes or less, go ahead and show them the whole video. But if it's over 2 minutes, you want to pick and choose what you show them. So in order to show them the video, you will click this E button, and we'll go ahead and watch a little bit. You won't be able to hear the sound bell, but no worries. It's more of the experience of a Korean child. And with that, I'll point out that in these videos, the point is not for them to understand everything that the people are saying, because they won't. But it's just for them to get a visual understanding about what they'll be making. So we'll go ahead, open up this link. Brings us to a YouTube page. Okay, so as it begins, the person's just talking about this museum, shows different parts, moves on to show that people are going to this museum, looking around, hundreds of visitors, and then it gets into the interviews about what the people experience. And as they watch it, as students watch it, they will see all different interviews that happen. And they'll understand that in their media artwork, they're going to be doing a lot of interviews. So with that, we'll close it. And after you've watched the video, you just want to hold a very quick conversation about what students saw. So you might want to ask questions such as, what did you see in this video? And they can tell you people. And you might want to ask, where are the people? And students can respond with, in a museum. And you could ask, what were the people doing? Maybe students will say they were talking. And at the time, you could even explain that that's called an interview. So to watch the video as well as hold a very brief conversation, you want to spend about 3 minutes on that. And then you would move on to the next page. And we arrive to our script flow. So the next part of the project, students will be writing their own script. And they need some sort of organization to follow. And so this script flow offers that organization. So we need students to understand what components make up a news report. So what you want to do is just click one of the boxes. And then you simply ask students, okay, in a greeting, what kinds of things would we say? And students might say something like, hello, welcome to April News. It's great to see you. Anything along those lines, but just getting students to understand what kind of words are spoken. You move on to the next one and introduce that the next part is an introduction. And let's just say that you ask students, okay, what do I write in an introduction? And all the students have no idea about what this is. Well, then go ahead and explain to them briefly, saying something like, okay, in an introduction, we tell people what we will talk about. So I would say, today we will talk about blah, 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 just to give students an idea. Then you would continue on with the rest of the script flow. So to cover the script flow, again, I would say just to spend about 3 minutes tops. And then you're ready to move on to the last part of the creative thinking project.